Hey, it's Simon, and today we're going to share another little quick tip for you for the guys at Click, Call and Connect and Growth Mechanics. And I'm here with Matty still. Hey, Matty.
Hey, guys.
And we were just talking about Trello. We've actually been talking about how I'm looking for what's really funny. I'm actually now realizing I kind of want somebody that's a very grounded person, the kind of person that can manage a gym. So if you're a young kid, a young entrepreneur, or even an experienced entrepreneur that has experience in managing gyms, managing people and managing projects, and wants to learn a lot with us, get in touch at simon@hedley.com. But we were just talking about Trello, and you said,
what is Trello?
There we go. And like earlier with our little nimble conversation, I didn't record it because, hey, we're having a coffee, we're here, and it's my excuse not to go walking for a few minutes, he said slightly cheekily. But also because I can and it's fun. So Trello, in my view, is one of the most revolutionary applications for project management. You know Postit Notes, right?
Yeah.
And I swear that
use Postit Notes.
there will be a time when there will be people listening to the recording will go, what is a Postit Note? You know what I mean? Like, you can imagine that, right? Like a Palm Pilot or a BlackBerry. But it's going to happen. It will happen.
It will be a sad day.
The world of, it'll happen. But for now, hopefully all of you have heard of a Postit Note. And these little yellow Postit Notes, which actually was a very great invention, where they were trying to invent this glue that was sticky, and it wasn't sticky. And they somehow worked out they could apply it. So Postit Notes on whiteboards, you can imagine, right? And you've done that, I'm sure, before, because you managed a gym, you managed the Third Space Gym and other things, and you lots of projects. So you can imagine for each project, you have a lot of Post-it notes, and you put where they're at and what stages they're at, and maybe colour-coded Post-it notes, and all that lovely stuff. That works really well when you have a physical office. And if you ever had a big whiteboard space, it's great to do that. We love doing that when we're masterminding and doing the venture visioning process, especially on our enlightened vacations. We love doing that stuff. Matt's smiling, knowing what we get up to with the retreats we do. But when you're traveling, and Matt, you've been to how many countries in the last few months? Quite a few now.
Last few months.
Peru and South America, and you're traveling to Bali this year and back to Australia. So you might have this great Post-it note board, and if ever you collect them all back together and put them in a bag, it doesn't really work. What Trello lets you do is have having virtual rooms, virtual boards inside those rooms, and then you can put as many Post-it notes you'd like onto them. And you can also date them, colour them, add notes to them, images into them for free. That's that magical word we all love these days, for free. Yes, you can upgrade in bits and pieces. Trello, Trello.com, and when we publish this, we'll put a link below so you can check it out. Now, we've been sharing it for ages. I love it for lots of things. I actually use it with all my clients, my consulting clients, for myself to do what we call mission control. So we can manage all the bits they're working on, I'm working on, where they're in process. We've used it when we're doing the BIA work, when we're designing logos and websites. So when you and I are working on mattyjulian.com and matt.yoga, you can imagine having one Trello board for Matty Julian, one for matt.yoga, one for the retreats. You might have another board that overarches that talks about what's important for each one of those. So it gives you that transparency. Now, it's really amazing. There's a great interface that works on the iPhone and iPad, which is really, again, it's free, which means that we can, real time while having our coffees, add stuff to the Trello board. We can move it around between stuff to think about, stuff in process, stuff to review. We can add who's working on it. We can add comments and bits and pieces, and it's all there. So it's a very collaborative tool. Now, if you're not visual, some people love working in Google Docs and Excel spreadsheets. I know I do at times in Gantt charts. But if I'm honest, you know me fairly well. I'm quite a flowy guy, but it should be me, Master Strategic Alchemist. I like moving stuff around quite dynamically and prioritizing it. Now, if you're at this point of the recording, this is just for you, you may have come across a little application that a little smart monkey called Simon invented called iPrioritize. That was the world's first prioritization app on the App Store. Now, what we've actually been working out and doing with our clients and our coaching and to the charity is giving away iPrioritize, giving away Trello, and so you can, when you sort of brain dump all those things you have to do, we've been talking about creating logos and content and partnerships and interviewing people and putting on webinars and putting on retreats. It's a lot of stuff. So then the question is, how do you prioritize it? That's where iPrioritize comes in. You just have to prioritize the tasks, and then go back to Trello to project manage those tasks through to completion. And especially where you're used to delegating and running teams, you can have all your VAs, your designers working with them, and you can share multiple boards and multiple bits. So even the logo, for example, you might create a new board called Matty's Logo Designs, where you go and say, here's my inspiration, put the drafts in, have people feedbacking, and watch that logo process go through. Now, we'll do some more case studies, some examples about this later for you guys, hopefully. But it's a really cool tool. Now, I recommend, firstly, you just get started with it, which is for free. the first thing to do is learn to create a board, create a task, move things around, and I'll put some steps to sort of go through, and you can follow along with the videos for that. It's really simple.
Nice.
And you start to see how what I mentioned I first saw, this delegate everything mindset, this flowy mindset. It's a lot for people to take up, because if you've been used to a day job where you're working a 9 to 5 and things are quite slow. I'm not going to mention the domain we saw last night. Matt and I were brainstorming at nearly midnight last night about some of the stuff he's doing. Had a really good stretching session, and we found a domain name that's about £10,000 investment. Now we're thinking about investing in it. But you can imagine how if you have your team around the world, you buy that domain, let's call it themagicaldomain.com, that's available too. Buy that domain, you put it in Trello, you email designers, say come back with some logos overnight, or my friends over at some of the design sites there are out there, which are really cool. We're thinking a lot of project with them, which we'll share too. And these websites let you do logo design really cheaply. So overnight, you could say, come to logos, add the best one to Trello, and suddenly you have this way of operating really as an owner, really delegated. But hence, at the start of the conversation, you need that general manager, that project manager, or it may be yourself, to be in that hat of project managing clearly and getting yourself from chaos to clarity. And for me, Trello is a way of doing that, because most people, including you and I, forget the things that are important. And you know your top tip earlier about before you get up to exercise? Again, in Trello, you have your well-being board. Things to do every day. This. So, that's Trello. Check it out. We'll go through it later on the computers. Trello.com. Bye for now, guys. And again, check out Click, Call, and Connect, and we'll see you at the next live event. Bye for now.